So I've been working with Angela on increasing leads and had her revamp her, has a realtor script. And
Yep.
the first one right off the bat took her for a loop. It was, I'd say, probably over $1 million home. And she asked how long is he going to be tied up with his realtor? And he said, what does that matter? And then he started and he says, well, I know what you guys do. You're going to take the realtor fee and take that off and offer that price. And he really kind of took her for a loop.
Yeah.
So that kind of a response where they ask, why does it matter when you haven't even gone into their why or anything else yet?
What you want to know? What I would say? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm just the best response to deal with that.
I love to have Brian's, but I would say because I need to know when I can call you back. Unless you have the right to sell it on your own or you cancel planted, then I need to know when I'm calling you back. That's what I need to know. Like, you got to give it back to him. Now, I don't expect your VA to do this, but you got to give it back to him tonality wise. Brian, thoughts?
Yeah, tough one for a VA to handle.
Yeah.
For sure, belligerent seller, and with that piece of information with a realtor, we always use the step. We don't want to step on anybody's toes. We typically buy direct from sellers. We don't want to step on any toes. So, and then boom, right back into what Chris says. When can we call you back if it doesn't sell?
Yeah, and then the standard script, Rick. Sorry. So what we both said, then act like that didn't happen. That's the key. And again, I don't expect Angela to do this. But act like that didn't happen and then say, so if you don't get full price in that time frame that you just told me, or you end up canceling sooner, remember those are the key words, 3 or 4 of them right there. Give me a call. If not, I'll call you when it's expired.
Yeah, and that's what she did say, but he was kind of arrogant. So
He's arrogant now. Just wait 60 days and you call. Like you never talked to him and like no one ever talked to him. Just call him blind.
yeah, and he doesn't know who I am anyway because Angela called him. So yeah.
Perfect. But just be prepared to tonality, give it back to them because, oh, yeah, everybody called. Okay, it's great. They called you, but, just start asking questions.
Okay. Yeah, I got that. So the other thing is, what's the general rule of thumb for adding taxes onto the lease payment?
General rule of thumb, meaning if you can dig a little deeper, then I'll throw an answer at you.
Well, I mean, right now on the Exeter property that I have the taken, the prospective buyer asked, they saw on the website, in some cases taxes are added, sometimes it's not. She says, is it added to this one? Right now the spread's $900 and something, the monthly spread.
Yep.
And that's with the taxes added on.
Yep.
Now, with the taxes added on, it comes to about what their end mortgage is going to be.
So then your answer is short term, just so I don't get tainted by what you're going to say next. Your answer is short term to her is just this house that has it included and just move on.
Okay. So from what I got from Nick, and I kind of gleaned this from what we were talking about, is we're knocking the lease payment down to increase the number of buyers. At some point, we add the taxes on to make up that difference. Is that correct?
Yeah, at some point, if it's not going, he's going to reduce it and keep the taxes a separate item. You say to her, at that price, they're included.
Okay, cool.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that answers that one. The last one I have is the SEO lead that I got, the organic lead. They have the 2 houses. And I thought it was one, but it's 2.
Okay.
And there's 80K equity in one, 135K in the other. They're looking to buy a bigger home for their family. So on my follow-up, I'm trying to, I can recommend they either refinance or use the debt to income ratio from the contract, from the lease purchase agreement.
Well, I have a couple of questions. I'm sure Brian does. First of all, how much do they need to go buy out of the equity? Second of all, if it doesn't sell conventionally, are they going to go buy? Because that tells you the motivation and tells you if they need the money really or they want the money. Those are my 2 thoughts right off the bat. Brian, do you have any before he answers?
Those are mine exactly, and then just a slight script tweak that I've been testing recently on sellers who need money to buy the next house is I ask them what type of price range of home they're looking for. 400,000. Now I know that 10 to 20% range versus them saying, well, I need, 200 grand.
There you go. I like it. I like that.
Find out what they're buying.
Okay.